Alright, peace, bro. Welcome. These are going to be the insights which I'm going to be giving to you about, the energies that have been currently taking place, like spiritually speaking, but also how you as a result have been getting affected. You feel what I'm saying? So, first and foremost, bro, your moon is in Scorpio. So automatically, this makes you a very sensitive individual. You feel me? You're very sensitive to influences that are around you, and this can even be like, I don't know if you knew this, but everything has like a certain vibration. You feel me? Like a blanket. Like depending on its color, X, Y, and Z, it's gonna bring to you a different vibration or a different energy. You feel me? And it's the same with the different people, right? They affect you differently. They have different vibrations and different energies. It's the same with places that you go to. You feel me? It's the same with 369, bro. 369. You feel me? 369 are a sequence of numbers which are philosophically known, and they're very famous because they're the numbers that deal with manifestation and creation. You feel what I'm saying? So before I start talking about what 3 is, understand that numbers are symbols. You feel me? And man didn't create numbers, but we discovered numbers. You feel me? So these are symbols within the universe. They already existed. You feel me? They exist, and so the numbers point at different things. So beyond 2 just being 2, it also symbolizes duality. You feel me? But and then 3, symbolizes the union of dualities, in the sense that when one thing and another come together that are dualistic, they make a third party. You feel what I'm saying? That's 3. But anyways, 3, because it deals with dualities unifying and creating things. 3 is energy. It deals with the energy. But then 6 is vibration, right? And when you look at 6, it's a pregnant, right? It's like pregnant technically, and so 6 is vibration. And 9 is frequency. So it's energy, vibration, frequency. So everything is energy, but everything is vibrating at a different frequency. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, I'll leave it at that. And so the reason why I break that down is to explain that as the planets, move around in the sky, they bring different energies to us. You feel me? And we in of ourselves experience different experiences according to where the planets are in the sky. For example, you feel me? Really, it all started with the first sky watchers, right? The first people that were looking up at the sky and looking. It started with them looking at the sky and realizing that when the sun is in a specific area, or like when a star pulls up, then like certain things happen, certain weathers follow, certain animals come out, at certain different times. And so they were, studying and exploring and realizing the correlation until eventually they were like, if the stars are influencing our environment, they're influencing this and the third and the fourth, then are they influencing us? Right? And then they started studying how the stars were influencing them. But so yeah, Brody, so it's important to understand, and I say Brody because you say it all the time, right? So yeah, bro, it's important to understand this, and I bring that up because at the same time, see, Scorpio is a very sensitive sign, so you're very sensitive to all these things. And so it's important that also for you to like get into like astrology and start to study it, because yeah, bro, get into astrology and start studying it, and get into like energy and everything like that, because with these placements of yours, you would definitely like, or you can continue to pay me, to do your reading for you, but I'd be happy to. But at the same time, I feel like you would tremendously benefit by learning it, and doing it yourself as well, But yeah, so first things first, man. First things first. So today, the transit sun squaring your your birth chart Mercury, you feel me? So the transit sun is squaring your birth chart Mercury. So as we mentioned, the sun, it deals with attention, you know, how we are directing our attention, our will, you feel what I'm saying? And how, yeah, I'll leave it at that, you feel what I'm saying? And now I also want to explain this, right? You have your own unique sun sign, which is Leo. So Leo is your sun sign, but then it's like the sun in of itself is continually moving, and so every time the sun is in a different sign, the things that you focus on change, you feel me? But it's like the best way to explain it is like you're still doing the same thing, but the things that are being brought to you to focus on are of a nature of the sun, you feel what I'm saying? So right now, with the sun being in Gemini, we are bringing awareness and attention to things like communication, our community, even our neighborhood, friendships, talking, expressing our thoughts, because Gemini is a sign that's very communicative, and it deals with communication and connections, you feel me? But it also deals with like self-expression. So with that being said, like for example, June, right, is Gemini season, and June is the beginning of summer, and so that time, everyone is chill, everyone wants to go out, enjoy themselves, express themselves, in a social setting. So that's the Geminian energy, you feel me? That are like, those are the energies that we are attracting. But I also want to say that the Gemini energy, which is going to be the season we are in, and the energies you will be experiencing, you feel me? It's a very although an air sign and thus a social sign, because the first air sign, it deals with internal thought, you feel me? So your own personal thinkings and ideas and beliefs, so it's like here I feel like we do become more focused and inwardly, and we start to, I'll leave it at that, you feel what I'm saying? I'll leave it at that. But anyways, so with your sun being squared by Mercury, so the sun right now is in Gemini, but then your Mercury in your birth chart is Virgo, and so the sun is bringing things to your awareness to pay attention to and focus on, and these things, right, they're of a Geminian nature. So they're either dealing with communication, maybe a contract you need to sign, you feel me? Or like maybe something that can even deal with like, because Gemini can also deal with like I want to say like children, that's what I wanted to say, but like ultimately though, it's a very spontaneous, outgoing type of energy, you feel me? So yeah, pay attention to your mind, because Gemini ultimately rules thought as well, you feel me? That's what it rules, thoughts and thinking. And so the sun is bringing to your awareness your thoughts and your thinkings and your ideologies and your beliefs, your internal thoughts and thinking. I don't want to say belief because that's too deep, but more like your thoughts and your thinking. But then like Mercury, which is where your Virgo, your Mercury, which is in Virgo, you feel what I'm saying, is in a sign that doesn't really deal much with introspection, right? But it more deals with like analyzing the world outside of it and breaking people down, you feel me, and things like that, and trying to be rational and logical, you feel me? Like you're really not the type of person who just likes to sit around and like, like sit around, you know, and just think sparingly, in the sense that you're thinking but your thoughts are fruitless. With Mercury and Virgo, it's more of a serious sign, you know, it's a practical sign. And Mercury and Virgo energy is like, you take thoughts, you know, you take thoughts and then you make them into something real. But it's like, at this point, you're being asked to like go inside and focus on your thoughts. You feel what I'm saying? Focus on your thoughts, you know, and allow yourself to just think, you know. So with that being said, a square is a hard aspect, you feel me? Meaning that it brings disharmony. So with the sun squaring your Mercury, the things that you like to think about, you know, my bad, not the things that you like to think about, but the things that you're are being brought to your attention and that are being asked for you to think about are, you know, things that are hard for you. They may be very unfamiliar, you feel me? And so, you know, this energy right here can even be like a mental expansiveness that's asking you to change yourself and who you are. Because Gemini is a very mentally expansive sign. Virgo is more constricted, you know, and it's more about staying to itself and playing the safe game, you feel what I'm saying? So there may be an energy that's asking you to like expand yourself, you feel me? Because the square, it's a learning opportunity, you know, an opportunity to learn, an opportunity to change, you feel me? So pay attention to like the way that you're thinking in correspondence to the things that are being attracted to you, you feel me? The things that are coming into your life. So understand that it's about your thoughts, it's about what you're thinking. You know, there is a discord, a disharmony there, first and foremost, you feel me? There's other things I'm going to talk about as well, of course. So now let's look at what's next. Alright bro. You also have, fortunately, you have the wait, sorry, I need to check that again. You have transit Mercury sextiling your Venus. Okay, so with transit Mercury sextiling your Venus, fortunately, you know, so a sextile produces opportunities, you feel what I'm saying? And so a sextile between like Venus and Mercury, right? Mercury, the outside Mercury, is influencing your Venus in a sextile. So Venus is the planet that deals with pleasure, it deals with leisure, it deals with social interactions, you feel what I'm saying? And so with Mercury sextiling Venus, opportunities that come through communication, you feel me, will arise for you to like enjoy yourself, in the sense that Venus is a planet that deals with the social life, for example. So when we go out and we're socializing and we're enjoying ourselves in a social setting, that is Venus energy, you feel what I'm saying? But Venus also deals with like art, music, you know, and doing things that you yourself enjoy, you feel me? Things that bring pleasure to you. So yeah, okay, so interesting, you know. So we talked about the sun, right? And so that energy is going on, right, with this sun bringing to your attention certain things that maybe calling you to expand yourself mentally, you know. But furthermore, with like, yeah, you know, this energy, it's really just asking for you to also be more like assertive mentally. Because check it, the sun vitalizes things, it gives energy to things, and the sun is all about the identity, the will as well, you feel what I'm saying? And the sun is aspecting Mercury, so it's asking you also to um, like strengthen your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Expand yourself. But then the Mercury, the transit Mercury, right? Mercury at this moment is aspecting your Venus harmoniously. And so the way that this plays out is that you can attract and draw to yourself, before I'm saying, certain thoughts that are going to be harmonious and leading to that Venus energy, which we were talking about earlier, right? And as I was telling you, Venus is a planet that deals with, like, it's a social planet, and Venus deals with, like, you know, going out, enjoying yourself, staying in, you know, maybe meditating if you like doing that, taking care of yourself, taking a shower. Venus, bro, period, is just enjoying yourself. That's what the planet Venus is. And so and looking at this aspect, I do think that it was set up this way so then you can get into, like, because, like, there are some harsh energies in your and what's happening right now, and that's why you feel the way you do. But at the same time, with this Venus aspect, you know, I think you should, especially at this moment, right, take it slow and allow yourself to get Venetian. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bro, like, take care of your body, you know, definitely do that and take care of yourself. But alright, so yeah, that's the Mercury sextile Venus, you feel me? Seize those opportunities that arise themselves to soul yourself, like self-love, ultimately. Right, and so we also have so the transit Venus is conjunct your natal Venus, you feel what I'm saying? And so we've already been talking about Venus and what the Venus planet is. So this conjunction makes it so that, like, okay, so with your Venus being in Cancer, you appreciate and you enjoy to nurture and take care of others, right? Because Cancer is a very maternal energy, for what I'm saying. It's ruled by the moon, and it deals with, like, tending to others, servicing others, helping others, you feel me? And so it's also a water sign, so that means that you receive great satisfaction through emotional fulfillment, you know what I'm saying? Being a water sign, your Venus being in Cancer, that is, you know what I'm saying? So for you, you're one of those types of people that you don't need materials to enjoy yourself, but a group of good friends, you feel me, and creating great experiences, you feel me, and because that's very Cancerian, you feel me, it's what you want and what you desire when it comes to the Venetian energy. So at this moment, you know, if you do have friends, I would highly recommend you reaching out to them, connecting with them. Also, I want to see, like, you know what's unfortunate though? If you had your birth time, I would be able to go so deeper for you, but technically what I'm doing is, like, a lot of astrologers don't do this, you know, because they don't, I guess, I don't know why they don't do it, but I'm a very expansive person, you know, I already have a shit ton of knowledge, so, you know, I can work with what I'm given, you know, but yeah, if you can get your birth time though, I'm telling you, it'll help you in the long run, you know, you will learn so much more about yourself. 100%. But anyways, let's continue though, because I'm not done yet. Alright, so transit Mercury. Okay, so we talked about that. And so one more thing, you know, Mars just recently went into Leo, right? This was like 3 days ago. I have the date on my watch, so yeah, like 3 days ago, 2-3 days ago. So Mars went into Leo, and so you are a Leo, you know what I'm saying? And so Mars is a planet of aggression, you know, it's a planet of war, you feel what I'm saying? As it's mythologically known, right? Aries, Mars. So you see, Mars mentally expresses as aggression. You know what I'm saying? And with Mars being in Leo, and Mars is not even like. See, you have your Sun 7 degrees Leo, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, let me look. Yeah, so you have your Sun 7 degrees Leo, and Mars is 0 degrees Leo. Today it's probably 1 degree Leo. Nah, it's still 0 degrees Leo because Mars takes forever to move. And so this is what I want you to do later. You know, I'll probably do it for you and I'll message you the result. But we need to find out when Mars will be leaving Leo. I think Mars is gonna stay in Leo until like, I think until next year, to be honest with you. But anyways, let me explain what this means. So yeah, don't worry, I'll break it down for you and I'll send you the information later, you feel what I'm saying? But so listen, Mars is a maleficent planet, you feel me? It's not beneficent, meaning it doesn't benefit, but it more brings malice energies, you feel me? It deals with strife, hardship, you know, struggle, if you feel what I'm saying. And so I also want to let you know this. Truly, before you experience something externally, you first experience it internally, or you cultivate it internally, you feel what I'm saying? In the sense that you know, I think it's a constant, you feel me? People that are ungrateful for what they have, they tend to lose what they have, you feel what I'm saying? But it's like, as they're being ungrateful, they're cultivating energies of lack, straight up, of not having anything, you know? And so because they're cultivating energies of lack and energies of not having anything, then once that energy is cultivated completely, then they go on to start experiencing not having anything outwardly, you feel me, as within so without. But anyways, so when Mars aspects the Sun, check it, your Sun, it deals with your identity, right? It deals with your ego, it deals with the individuality, it deals with how you carry yourself in the world, right? The Sun, like right up in the sky, you know, it's the key play, it's the main character, you feel what I'm saying? So your Sun sign is your like main energy, main expression, you feel me? Your Sun is in Leo, as we talked previously. But so anyways, without rambling and saying nothing, let me say this. Understand that Mars is sending like aggressive energy to your Sun, you feel me? And so how this can play out, you know, is like you starting to be aggravated and hold on, yo bro, look man, this shit is crazy. If you can, get your birth time from me, you know, because I would like to dive deeper for you, but without your birth time, it's not that easy, you know, because I do jeopardize accuracy, unfortunately. But yeah, like, so because it's a conjunction, it can play out positively or negatively, you feel me? If aggression overtakes you, then it's like that will be like because when conjunctions happen, the energies are prominent, you know, like it's a straight up expression. So Sun Mars can play out as you channeling your energies towards your goals and aspirations, regardless of the hardships, you feel me? Because Mars is hardships and Mars is pushing through, right? Mars alchemically is the metal iron, right? And iron is the age of industry came about because of iron, you feel what I'm saying? And so iron, Mars, is all about hard work. So the way that this energy can play out is the things that you've been aspiring to do and been wanting to do, You haven't attained success like that, but you've more been experiencing setbacks, you feel me? And so with this Mars Sun conjunction, like that's how it can play out, you feel me? And then you're starting to feed more energy into these setbacks and hardships and trials and tribulations. And then it's like the trials and tribulations and hardships, like, because everyone faces obstacles ahead of them, you feel me? And so these obstacles at this moment, it's like you can either choose to allow these obstacles to overtake you, or you can overtake these obstacles. In the sense that Mars either expresses as construction, as you building something, or as destruction, as something being destroyed by an outside force, you feel me? But Mars can also be you building something, because Mars deals with will. It is a planet that is very fiery in its nature, so it's and it also deals with our energy, X, Y, and Z. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's that, you feel me? I definitely had to mention that. And so and remind me, you feel me? Because I might forget, to be honest with you. Remind me to look up when Mars is leaving Leo. I think it's 2024, May 23rd. Next year, Mars is gonna be in Leo for the whole year. But you don't gotta see the first 7 degrees. Never mind. Forget it. Yeah, you definitely, it is gonna affect you though, the Mars in Leo. Anyways, let's continue to look at other things. So you also have, this is interesting. So you also have the transit Mercury. So Mercury at this moment, Mercury is in the sign Gemini. You feel what I'm saying? And I think it's like 2 degrees. It's like 3-4 degrees Gemini right now. So, and then wait, no, it's not. It's Taurus. Sorry. Mercury is in Taurus. Yeah, Mercury is in Taurus. So Mercury is in Taurus. But this was the date that this was on the day that you called me, you feel me? So with Mercury being in Taurus, the way that, well, you know how what I explained earlier, it's technically the same thing, you feel me? Like just being attracting thoughts, which can even come through as like videos, as like things that you end up reading, but just thoughts, period, you feel what I'm saying? That are going to ruffle your feathers, or that are not going to sit well with you, because Virgo and Gemini don't mix, you feel what I'm saying? My bad. Taurus and Leo don't mix, you feel me? Because, well, it's interesting, because it's both Taurus and Leo, and Virgo and Gemini. But anyways, let's continue. Alright, so last but not least, you also have transit Mercury opposing your moon. So with transit Mercury opposing your moon, right, these thoughts that we've been talking about that are being attracted to you, they're also being disagreeable with your emotions and your feelings, you feel me? So what this can mean is that, like, you may be experiencing, certain experiences that deal with, like, worry and anxiety, that, like, your security is, like, gonna be jeopardized one way or another, you feel what I'm saying? In the sense that the moon, it deals with, like, our comfort, our security, you feel me, and, like, our home. And then Mercury, it more deals with thought and thinking and how we break things down and apart, you feel me? And it's like, right now, with the transit Mercury opposing your moon, it's like, be cautious that because like I told you earlier, before things happen outwardly, they first are cultivated internally, right? You feel what I'm saying? So be careful with the thoughts that concern you, like you know, losing your home, or like just losing security. You feel what I'm saying? Because it may be really, really easy at this point, at this moment, for you to think about like, for you to think about, you know, just anxiety and disharmonious shit, like, you know, and just, like at the same time, Moon, Mercury energy is like your emotions may be overtaking your logic. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. Or these thoughts, right, which can be news that you receive or whatever. One or another, they're going to be disharmonious with your emotions. And so your job now is to do things in your power to keep yourself harmonious. Listen. In a garden, if there is a pest, and the pest starts to slowly infest the garden, the sooner we catch the pest and eliminate the pest, the likelier it won't turn into a bigger issue later. And it's the same thing with these energies. It's like the planets go into certain energies, and we start to move certain ways, and then because of our actions and our movements, we produce new results, right? And so what I'm telling you now is that the moves that these planets are going to want you to naturally incline towards, they're not going to be for your best interest. And so what you must do is do what a mental alchemist does, and focus on cultivating energies inside of you. Let me explain this way also. The way that these planets are influencing you is they're influencing you through electromagnetic energy. And so electromagnetic energy, it's most prominent when it comes to your nervous system. And so when you are thinking certain thoughts, you are keying your nervous system to a certain key. That's why you think certain thoughts and you start feeling a certain way. But then when you're thinking other thoughts, you key your nervous system into a different channel. You feel me? And so right now, naturally, the energies that are going to be coming to you are going to be keying you to some BS. So it's your job to cultivate energies inside of you that will help you be keyed to something different. No cap, bro. Try it 100%, man. And you know, if you need more help, you can, you know, hit me up and break down to me exactly what is going on. And then what I'll do is I'll help you, you know, I'll write some like affirmations for you, you feel me, that you can use, and then I'll explain to you how to use these affirmations, you feel me, and why they work, you feel what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, this has been your reading. I hope that you can extract value from it. I would definitely love to know what you think. But yes, peace.